Good evening and welcome to FTRF1. It's Premier Division Season 5. We are in France. It's myself, Ron Skitter, and with me, Sean Tarson in the comms box.
How's it, Ron? How's everyone? Hoping for a good race tonight. Last night, bit of a mix-up with the rain, Ron, but still a lekker race.
Yeah, we're still trying to load you into qualifying. We've got Q1, 2 and 3 coming up. But it looks like there were about 16 drivers in the lobby, so we'll still lose someone in Q1 and then something to look forward to. No idea what the weather looks like. If any of the drivers are listening, if you got us in your ear, maybe just have a quick look there at the weather and let us know what we can expect.
Right.
While we wait for some cars to come out on track, Sean, I know you were hitting me with some facts just now about the track.
Yeah, Paul Ricard, 1971, first race for Formula One. Previously, many circuits around France, and those circuits started to degrade, so they decided to look into Paul Ricard, and it was actually deemed extremely safe. And then due to the, or should I say in the late 90s or 1990, it was deemed unsafe, and again we returned back in 2018 with Lewis taking the first race win back at Paul Ricard.
Let me just see, the first car is out on track. Burn it down on his out lap. Looks like he is literally the only man out there while he is getting around. Let me just, I think my sound settings are a bit low. Let me just turn the engine volume up a bit. There we go, on the stream, dry all the way, sunny all the way with a bit of cloud in the race. So we're expecting dry conditions throughout the evening, which means the guys can absolutely floor it for the next hour and 40 minutes or so.
Ron, while Burn It Down's about to start a lap, why don't you take us through it?
Yeah, there we go. Burner Down is not wasting any tires. Straight onto the mediums. Into this first corner. Carry as much speed as you can while trying to hit it to the right and get on the power as soon as you can. There's a few corners like this where you've got to carry speed through there. Turn 3 and 4 exactly the same. And try power out as straight as you can. Bit of a tricky section here. You can't always just whack the power on. You've got to get the car pointed in the right direction into our first DRS zone. I feel like it's a bit off camber to the right. It seems to want to suck you a bit to the right, but that's quite natural anyway. And then again, just a nice corner where you throw the car in, try to carry as much speed, turn it to the right so that you can exit as straight as you can, and then this nice long bit of straight comes up, absolute flat out little right hander kink. Even in most wet conditions, that's pretty flat out. And then a nice little technical corner here. Get it out wide, power on as soon as you can. Burn it down, keeping it nice and neat through this lap. This last section has got a bit of a couple of technical corners. And not all just one line through here, Sean. You can, drivers take very different lines through here, especially in the race.
Definitely.
And first time on the board, a 1:31.5 on the mediums. That is a pretty decent time already.
That's a decent time, that one.
Let's see who else is out. Shakes is on a lap, but he's already invalidated, so he'll have to try go again. Zero
We've
is on
got
a lap.
Zero on a lap, yeah.
We'll watch him. He is somewhere in the second sector. Yeah, not a track could be expecting too many DNF, Sean. There's a fair amount of runoff areas, yeah.
Yeah, look, last night was a different story due to the weather, but like you say, there's over enough space to the left and the right of the track. So 98% of the time, there's no DNFs here. Penalties, definitely.
Yeah, penalties can rack up. A few guys did last night. Didn't see too many crazy ones. I'm expecting Division 2 to keep it quite neat. By the way, 130.9 for Zero. That was on softs. Shakes is still on an invalidated lap, but he's going to start a new one now. Bwinkies is on a lap, so we'll just follow Bwinkies as he is in the third sector. I say we're not expecting too many DNF. Sean, I did DNF here 2 seasons ago, I think. And it was a far way off the track, so just tells you how wildly I lost it, so anything is possible.
It was in Sector 3, Ron.
Sector 3 in the rain.
In the rain. That I do remember.
Bwinkies crosses the line, 130.3.
130.3. Very good time, that.
Times are ramping up. Other guys on the track, Nick Geshen, and this happy birthday, Nick.
Happy birthday.
We want
Mr.
at
Gish.
least a podium here on your 22nd birthday. Oh, actually, I have no idea how old Nick is. If anyone on the stream wants to give a guess at Nick's age, Sean, give it a guess there. I think the other day you told me he looks at least 46.
Nick's probably sitting somewhere in around the 35 to 40 mark.
You think 35 to 40? There we go. I would never be so rude as to guess a guy's age like that on there.
Right, yeah. So Nick's about to cross the line.
In a
second to last corner.
Gerard Berta's guessing. He says Nick's 40 as Nick goes fastest of all on his birthday, 130.1.
1.1. Brilliant.
No, that's Gerard. That's a bit cheeky. I don't think he's quite 40. Oh no, Gous, he's Nick's former teammate. He is on a lap as well in the McLaren. And by the way, Yaku Nahu completed a lap, 130.1. Gozi on the stream says age makes no difference when you're a real F1 fan. Let's just say Nick is our Kimi Raikkonen of this group. So Hamrick's put a time in, a 130.5, so the guys are comfortably in the low 130s so far. In this Premier Division here in France. Last night's poll, by the way, 129.978. So the guys are about 2/10 off that at the moment, or at Nick is anyway. Arno goes off the track. He does
130.4.
130.4. Oh, he's making a way for someone. That's what happened there. Tunable will be the next to cross the line. He's in the last few corners. There we go, in the third sector. Let's see, where's his teammate? Bwinkies is third, so Tunable in the other Red Bull. Let's see where he puts it on his first run here in Q1 on the softs by the look of it. 131.2. You know, you got more than that, tunable. Next guy across the line. Whoa! Sims was about to. No, he's on an outlap, but he's had a bit of spin, and we caught it on the stream. So we'll send that to all your mates, Sims, if you want a snip of that. Let's see, anybody else there on the lap worth watching, Sean?
I'm checking now.
Tunable's going again. He's half a second faster than himself, but he's invalidated. Sir Hamrick is, I think he had a slow lap. I think Sir Hamrick's going to go for another flyer.
Right,
Just recharging himself and his ERS.
Right, Sims is about to start the lap.
And then Sims, who we saw had a little spin. Sims in a Ferrari. We saw the launch of the 22 Ferrari car today. Looks absolutely awesome.
100% agreed on. All the cars actually look very cool for 2022. All different designs. So it's going to be interesting.
Dear. Nick is only 31. We've got a confirmation there. He says 31 it is, you doos. I don't know who I think it was Sean. I think it's Sean who made that guess, 35 to 40. Gerard said 40. Close enough, it's downhill anyway, says Gerard. Yeah, Nick, 31, don't worry. 2-3 years you'll wake up knowing when it's going to rain because your knees will tell you. Okay, we're still on board with Sims here. Let's see how his lap's unfolding. Just in front of him is Sir Hamrick, who's going to... Sir Hamrick off the track. So he'll have to just probably head into the pits. I think he's fine where he is in 7th. Let's go back to Sims. 2 more corners to go.
Sir Hamrick can't keep the car straight.
No, there's something, a puncture or something on that car. Sims crosses the line in the Ferrari, fastest of all, 1:29.8. Blitzes last night's pole time already by a tenth of a second. We expect that to ramp up even more as the night goes. Let's go. Right. Tormund kills. He's on a lap. Should we stick with Tormund for a bit? He looks like the next guy to cross the line. Behind him, I think it's Top Dog and Ruan.
Dog behind him, and then we've got Bob.
Bob is on an outlap, so okay, cool. Let's see what Tormund does. In Williams, I must say the 2022 Williams is looking quite sharp as well. I think that launch was yesterday or the day before. Tormund crosses the line, 1:30.6, respectable as well.
Gee, Top Dog, 1:29.9.
Top Dog also beats last night's pole time, so ramping it up already. Let's see, where's Ruan on track?
We've got Ruan next.
Also in the 3rd sector. I think he is next. I think Super D might be on a lap as well. But let's watch Ruan, as Ruan has not put a lap in the Alpha Tauri with those beautiful white rims that I love so much.
Ron, a 1:31.8. So who's next? Ron, is it...
I see Josh is on a lap.
Josh is on a lap, yeah.
Bob is on a lap, I think.
Yeah, Bob's a little bit more in front. He's in sector 3 now.
There's a few other guys on track. Tormund. Okay, let's go to Bob. I think he's the next guy to give us a lap. How many minutes to go? I think we have less than 2 minutes to go in the session.
We've got
4 minutes. 4 minutes.
4 minutes, yeah.
Darthom is still in the pits. We'll expect him to come out now. He has not put a time in at all.
We saw he left the session earlier on. I don't know if he joined back.
Okay, Bob crosses the line. 1:30.1 in 4th currently. Let me go to Josh. I think
Josh.
he will be getting pretty much there any time now. There we go. Josh puts in a time of 1:29.933. Here we go. Also beats last night's poll time, so the guys are quite blitzy out there already. Burner down on an outlap. Dive bomb, not sure, but he is not coming out by the looks of it.
I think Tunable is trying to set a new time run.
Tunable, yeah, only 13th fastest. He's already 5/10 faster in this lap, and he does go a bit faster. Or is he starting in? Yeah, that looks like a in lap.
Ruan trying to better his time now. Ruan and Dive Bomb in the drop zone at the moment.
Yeah, I'm just checking. I don't see any Q1 penalties rolled over from USA, so not sure what's happening with Dive Bomb. Hopefully he gets control of his car. Just watching Burner down, he's starting another lap. He did his previous run 1:31.4. Those were on mediums. He's now on the softs, so we'll watch him probably easy blitz his own time. Someone's off the track. Shakes. May just have been making space for someone. Burner down in the first sector. He's about a 10th and a half quicker than himself.
Yeah, Dive Bomb has left the session again, Ron, so I don't think he's going to join back. Hopefully he does. He's, with 1 minute 13 left, he's out anyway of Q3. Sorry, Q1. Ruan is invalidated, so no chance to improve now.
Just watching Burner down as he crosses the line. Will go faster. Fourth it is.
Nice one. 130 dead.
Okay, I'm just sending Speed Alcoholic another invite. Let's see who else is on track. Ruan is doing a lap. He's in the drop zone, so trying to get his Alpha Tauri into Q2. Ahead of him is Shakes. Shakes has left. He's retired from the session,
He's
so
4/10 up on his time, Ron.
he's knocking on the door. Ruan Shakes has retired, and he might be out of qualifying if Ruan can blitz a time in here. Yeah, last few corners now. One more braking zone left. One more turn of the steering wheel now. Just thrash the pedal all the way to the start-finish line. 131.399 to beat. And he does it. Does it. Shakes.
131.1. Well done,
Gets
Ron.
pushed down to 16th. Ruan gives us a bit of excitement here at the end of Q1. And that's all done and dusted. It's Simps, Top Dog, and Josh. They're all in the 129s. Burner down on his second run in the 130 deads. And Nick Gish on his 31st birthday as a 131, as a 130.1. Closely behind him, Super D and Bob and Yaku, all with a pretty much identical time. So not much in it between the guys tonight. And then behind them, it's Yaku, Tolman, Bwinky, Zero, Arno, Sir Hamrick, Tunable, and Ruan. They all through to Q2. And we lost from the session Shakes, who maybe should have tried a soft tire. I guess he was just out. And Dive Bomb, who we saw missed the session, he wasn't able to join us.
I feel like I have instant flu. Yeah, what?
Sure. Just
And is Ron glitching, Ron?
no, I think the session is. I think the session is finished. It's the countdown is stuck on a second, so maybe someone's is causing an issue there for us. Hopefully, the lobby can carry on. Well, there we go. That's Q1 done. Simps is top of the pack there. And reminder of who we lost. It's Dive Bomb and Shakes. Dive Bomb, who was unfortunately not able to, and they'd all be part of the session. There we go. The top 15 go through to Q2, and we lose another 5 drivers from the session. I think some guys might try do it on the mediums. There's a definite possibility of a one-stopper here. And I think you do lose a good...
especially with the dry conditions.
Especially with all dry, of course. I think medium hard is plan A here. I think you lose about 10 or so seconds trying to make it a two-stopper, so
degradation
not exactly
on the
worth it.
softs are quite bad, Ron.
And Deg is a bastard.
Right, so who's out first? Looks like we have... Is it Burn It Down?
Yeah, I can't quite figure out who's first out on track.
I think it's Nick.
Mr.
Yeah.
31 today.
Nick about to start a lap.
Here we go, Nick Gishin. First hot lap of Q2. He's trying it on the mediums. They just go on board. And there is a significant difference here in terms of grip, so you've got to know the track. Nick, no problem through that first set of corners. He's had enough practice at this track, clearly. Ooh, nice speed through that turn 3, I think. There we go, power on nice and early here as well. Benefit all the way down the straight. Yeah, Nick really squeezing pace out of these mediums, Sean.
Really squeezing pace. Properly. Late on the brakes. Straight out of that corner on.
Oh, and there's
Oh no.
and the host went straight through the styrofoam bollards. Nick just saw confetti there on his hot lap on his right hand side. Oh, nice power.
A bit of a slide there, yeah, kept it.
Well controlled. No, this is definitely showing us the difference between our division and Premier Division, Sean.
Definitely.
My guess is you want to be in the mid to late 130s at least to try and make it on the mediums. Nick goes 131.1. We'll see how that plays out just now. Do you know who's next on track, Sean?
It was Arno.
It was Arno who's starting a new lap again.
It is Top Dog.
Top Dog, let's catch him there. 130.6.
Then Tunable.
Then Tunable 130.2. Bernard down to the 130.3. Then it looks like 0. He is starting a lap.
Okay, then we've got a Ferrari. Is the Ferrari starting the lap of... No, Sims is on a lap. About to finish second to last corner.
And then behind Sims will be Yuck. So there we go, we've got our order. Yeah, so two fastest guys on soft tires, no surprises there. Top Dog and Nick. We'll see how those medium times go. Sims on the mediums as well, 130.7. That's where I thought the cutoff would be around about. We'll see how that plays out later. Yaku Nachel, he's also trying it on the mediums. We know Yaku can be pretty quick. Fairly consistent in qualifying as well. So this might be a very representative time if he's had the lap that he planned on having. 130.9, there we go. Then I think we've got Arno Gous, who we saw kick up some confetti earlier. He is now completing his run. Second lap on those medium tires. 131.5. I don't think that's going to be good enough. I think anyway, a second run on mediums on the dig we see on this track, I wouldn't probably want to start on those either.
Yeah, definitely.
So
0 about to cross the line. Goes on 131.4.
131.4. Again, we don't quite know if that's enough. We'll see. I think Bob, is it Sir Hamrick?
He's on the outlap.
Yeah, Sir Hamrick's also starting a fast lap. Super D just started his lap. Few guys starting, I don't see too many guys ending.
really Sir Hamrick on a fast lap.
Into the pits. I saw Yaku, but I don't think he's on a lap. So Zero, he's on a lap. Yep, it's Sir Hamrick's next. Let's go to him. Or is Bob ahead of him? No, Bob's ahead, but Bob's on an outlap.
Outlap, yeah.
Outlap, there we go. Sorry, Sir Hamrick, we'd love to have given more commentary on your lap. Absolutely no idea if your lap's been brilliant or crap, but time's looking quite competitive. Let's see where he crosses the line.
131.3.
131.3 puts him 7th, but there's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys who've got to put times in. Someone snuck a timing on us now.
Zero was off track. We see if there's any damage. No damage to the car.
Torment Kills was on a lap, but he invalidated. He'll have to go again. Bob is on a lap. He'll be the next one to cross the line in the other Mercedes. Also going for the mediums. Usually I'd say that's not a problem for Bob. He's shown some pace. There we go. Let's just slowish lap from Bob. He'll have to go again. Some 6 seconds, 6, 7 seconds off the pace, so something didn't go well for Bob there. Let's see, Josh. Has it gone Josh's way? Yes, I think so. I think this could be competitive. Very nice indeed. Goes third on the mediums. Fastest runner on the mediums is another way of saying that. As we watch Arno starting another lap on now 3 lap old mediums.
Yeah.
Boinky's coming to cross the line, but his lap was invalidated. So is he starting another lap? Looks like this lap is possibly... I think this lap is also invalidated from Boinky's.
We got Torment about to cross the line. Hasn't put in a time yet. With a 130.8. That puts him 6th. Very good. Boinky has retired. I don't know if we missed something, Ron.
Yeah, no idea. I don't see anything out on... Oh, there is something. There is something.
Boinky's has pulled over. I've just gone on board with Nick. Boinky's has pulled over and retired.
So yeah, let's go. What's Nick done here? Nick has gone for the softs. He's currently in 11th, so that is not good enough for a Q3 shootout. 4 minutes to go in the session. A few guys, I think, have now gone on to the softs. Who's out there? Bob's out there. Torment's out there. They are safe. And Nick looks like the first of the next few runners. He is into the pits. I think maybe Nick is thinking 11th is not bad because you're the first guy with a free tire choice and you start on brand new hards or mediums. That's not a bad strategy call if that's what you're thinking, Nick. Let's at least hope you are thinking, Nick. Okay, 0 to cool. He's got softs on. He is currently 13th on an out lap. About 3 minutes to go in the session, so lots of time still for anyone to put a lap in. Looks like
0 is on his out lap run on soft. He's going to be the first one to start.
yeah, Sean, I'll be with you in a minute. Maybe you just follow 0 around the track.
Yes, of course, of course. Going very, very wide, nice into that corner. Chuck here to the right. Keeping the corners very tight, very nice. Staying out of the invalid zone. Fastest first sector according to Codemasters. PRS wide open. Late on the braking. Come out of this corner straight as possible. Get the power on. Fastest second sector. Tight on the left-hand corner. Coming out straight again. Very nice run so far. And coming out, keeping the wheel as straight as possible. This could be the fastest time. Second fastest, 1:30.2.
Yeah, nice lap there by 0. Looks like
Got himself out of the drop zone.
And Sir Hamrick looks like he is next across the line, but he'll be starting a lap. Super D is also starting a lap, also in the drop zone. D's trying it on mediums again, so we'll see how that plays out just now. Let's see who's next across the line. I think it'll be Ruan. He is 6 tenths up on himself, so Ruan will comfortably go somewhere around 6, 7 to 8 on his attempt here on the softs.
As you said earlier on, that last corner, Ruan just went around many, many lines around that corner. Ruan 1:30.1. Yaku Naga 1:29.3. 1:29.9, sorry. Nick 1:30.1. Putting these guys under serious pressure.
Yeah, Sir Hamrick, he's currently 14th. Yeah, what did we say? Late 130s, 130.6 is the cutoff. I love it when I'm right.
You love it when you're right.
There we go, Sir Hamrick Q2 had to go to the softs on his last run. No time left on the board. Goes 8th, saves himself in the dying moments.
And
Super D on the mediums.
He's up on himself.
That's not enough.
Immediate team 13th place.
Yeah, no, but it's not all lost from there. Nothing wrong with the brand new set of rubber to start the race with. There we go, top 10 going through to Q3 is Iyaku, Nick, Ruan, Tunable, Zero to Cool, Burn It Down, Arno Goos, Sir Hamrick, They all did it on the softs. And then Josh and Top Dog, kudos there, they got through on the mediums. Well done, gentlemen. And then the guys we lose, it's Bob, it's Sims, it's Super D, it's Torment, it's Twinkies. But I still maintain, Sean, it's not a bad place in France to be starting. There's only 16, 17 drivers here, starting just outside of points place on brand new tyres. It's maybe not a bad way to start this race anyway.
No, not at all. And I agree with you.
There we go. Q3 here in France. Let me just, I almost didn't put my telemetry up.
Right, so who's out first?
The whole bloody lot of them are out. Looks like Zero first out on track.
That is true.
Zero just finding the Tigers line through there. No need to follow tracks. The camera's trying to keep up with Zero's.
Still looking for him, yeah.
Still looking for Zero, flying under the radar through. What do they call this circuit, Sean? The Cascal what? Some French name.
Some French name.
Zero, they're going the Honor coastline down the straight. Missing the bollards though. So. Oh, there hits a bollard. Up Magosi says it's La Castellet.
La Castellet.
And Zero, if nothing else, mate, you have the award for the most creative way around this track. This is a new lap record in 42 seconds. And here we go, the first lap of Q3. If Zero gets a good lap in here, this will be provisional pole. No drama through the first few corners. It doesn't look blistering fast, but it looks super clinical, and that's probably more important. Or just working those gears through these high traction zone corner exits. Onto that back straight, DRS open, and then let the car drift a bit wide to the right. Oh, and he has abandoned that lap. Yeah, who's next on track? Looks like Arno Goos. There we go. Yeah, sure. I'm not sure what happened with Zero, and I saw nothing wrong with his lap, and then he just carried on straight through that chicane on the back straight.
Yeah.
But we are on board with Arno Goos. He is going to give us our first timed lap. Again, it looks very well controlled. Beautiful line through there. And this corner with many possible lines. Arno likes to keep it quite tight. That's a great way to get around that corner. Up Magosi says, yeah, Zero just forgot to turn. That's exactly what it looked like. And Arno Goos, 130.9. He'll have to go again. The guys around here are much quicker. Top Dog's going to cross the line now and smash that. No, he's going to sorry. Top Dog starting his lap. Nick goes 130.1. Tunable goes 130.1. Yaku in the 129s, 129.9. Very nice, Yaku.
Very nice, Yaku.
I think burn it down in a 139 something. You'll have to go again. Let's see, is this Ruan completing his lap? It is indeed. This looks decent as well. Second, 130 dead. Ruan slips in there between Nick and Yaku on a very competitive lap. Then I think we're back on board with 0. This time he's taken all the necessary corners. There is no corner cutting in Formula 1. Crosses the line, fastest 1:29.6. That's as quick as we've seen tonight.
That's quick.
I think Sir Hamrick crossed the line, but he is starting a lap. Josh Willis will be the next man to cross the line to set his first time. And second only, 1:29.8. Behind him, Top Dog goes second now with a 1:29.8, 7 thousandths of a second faster. I did think Top Dog and Josh will be a bit quicker. So far it's 0 with
a bullet for a car.
Arno commenting, I think on Zero's first lap, saying brakes went. There we go, Sean, who's crossing the line next?
Zero
was on us.
No.
Sir
Hamrick.
Sir Lewis Hamrick. Simps said he had a tiny miscalculation in Q2. We won't mention it to anyone, Simps. And Sir Hamrick, timing board says he's currently 10th, but he crosses the line now and goes 8th, 130.2. Everyone now, Sean, in the 130s, no one dawdling around in the 129s.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Josh going for a second run goes third with the 129.8. No, I think that was the outlap. I think he is going on another flying lap now. Tunable finally out the pits again, or is this for his second run, I guess?
Burn It Down is on his second run now.
Burn It Down, he is though 8 tenths slower than himself, so unless he's got something else in the bag, yeah, maybe this was a bit of a ERS saving lap for him. Maybe he's pushing now. We can maybe watch his sector times. So Hamrick has invalidated, so his next lap will not count. Nick is on an out lap. Then I think, yeah, I think the next time lap will be Josh. And Josh Willis across the line goes first, 129.5. That's a whole 10th up from Zero's time. Lays down a massive gauntlet there. Tunable now starting his next attempt. He's currently 130.1 in 7th. Ooh, I think that first corner didn't go his way. Tunable will have to abort and go again. Who else is out there, Sean?
Just checking.
So
Nick is on the second run. A 10th up on himself. 2 tenths up on himself.
He's the next person to cross the line, so we'll follow him. Sir Nick the Gish. Ooh, nice throttle control there. Got a lot of power out there into the end of the corner. Pushing the limits there again, but right on the max. Looked like a nice aggressive finish to the lap, and he goes third.
Awesome,
1:29.7. You can have your birthday cake and eat it.
And eat it. Absolutely.
Top Dog, he is starting another lap.
Still, yeah.
Arno Goos is starting another lap. Behind that is Ruan starting a lap. Burn It Down starting a lap. Okay, there's a few guys out there. So Hamrick is in the third sector, but on an out lap. Okay, let's see. So Hamrick is warming some tires, getting ready to start a lap. Then I think Top Dog is next on track, I think. Although Top Dog definitely not pushing, but he's going again, so he is ready to start a lap.
About to finish one.
Okay, behind him on track, Arno Goos. Arno Goos.
Improved, goes 8.
Goes 8. 8 tenths faster than himself. Nick is starting another lap, currently in third. Nick wants to improve that. Right behind him, Ruan in fifth is also going for another run.
34 seconds left, Ron.
Down, let's see, is this Ruan crossing the line? So Ruan was 6 seconds slower than himself, so he is going to start another lap as well. With 20 seconds on the clock, Ruan does that. Well timed, sir. Next man across the line will be Sir Hamrick.
He's a tenth up on himself already.
So in first, Josh. In second, Zero. They are out of qualifying. They can't improve. Can anyone beat them? Let's see.
A tenth is going to definitely help Sir Hamrick here.
Sir Hamrick from 9th all the way to 7th. That's a nice effort there. Zero across the line, but he is anyway out of qualifying already.
Here's Top Dog.
Top Dog is next.
And
I think it's Top Dog, then possibly Nick. Top Dog goes third, just pushes Nick, but now Nick right behind him. Nick is 200ths off his own time. Doesn't improve. Arno Goos also does not improve. Yaku does not improve. Burner Down did improve and goes to 9th. And I think Tunable is retired from the session. That is it. No, I'm lying. Ruan is on a lap, currently in 6th. Ruan quicker than himself. Is he quicker than anyone else? He is. Beats Yaku to 5th.
And that's it.
Wow, exciting qualifying there. But it's Josh Willis, like we've seen many times before, getting pole position with a 1:29.5. And I think that fastest lap came on his second run, so not even on brand new soft, so there was maybe something else left in the tank. But it's Josh Willis, Zero to Cool, Top Dog. They're all about a tenth away from each other. Right behind him is Nick Ishin on his birthday in 4th. And then it's Ruan, Yaku, Sir Hamrick, Tunable, Burner Down, and Arno Goos. That is your top 10 for tonight.
Turn 1 going to be very interesting tonight, Ron.
Yeah, what qualifying showed us here is that it is the guys are very closely matched on pace.
Definitely.
So I'm expecting a nice DRS train. It's a kind of lap where there are a few different lines through a lot of these corners, which means guys can play games and get up inside or side by side with each other. There's some corners where you can overtake on the inside, on the outside. So let's hope with the close racing that we see some of that action tonight. Lobby took a while to load there, but it looks like it's just about to go. Here we are on the formation lap.
There we go. 2-stop strategy, medium, hard. Sorry, 1-stop, 2-stop, medium, medium, soft.
There we go. In your top 10 reminder, it is only Josh and Top Dog on the mediums. We'll watch out for them. They might go through a little bit of pain at the start of the race, although both of them are super fast drivers, so they'll probably be able to cope with that kind of pressure. Everyone else behind them in the top 10 are on softs, so we'll see what that strategy looks like. I have no idea if soft hard works on this track. But we will see if anyone manages to pull that off. Safety cars, I don't think very common around here, but it's not absolutely impossible, so that might play a factor here. And then the guys with brand new tyres, Bob went for the mediums, Simps, Super D also on the mediums. That's probably a great call. They'll be very competitive, and when those soft runners have to pit, they are definitely in the pound seats. So let's look out for Bob, Sims, and Super D. There, I think they'll be
Torment and Boykins as well.
They'll be pretty decent. And then Torment and Boykins, they on the hards. They're also committing very early to the one stop, and that's not a bad way to go. Later on in the races, when that will pay off for them. Shakes, he is 16th and went for the softs. So that is an interesting game to play, but I think he's looking to make up those 5 places ahead of him, and then he'll probably still have an advantage over the guys on the used softs in the top 10. So Shake's trying something different. Hey, you may as well. Let's see who else there. Dive Bomb and Speed Alcoholic. Speed, I'm glad we got you back into the lobby. So to Dive Bomb, there we go. Predicted strategy on the mediums, roughly lap 11 to 13. That's just a rough guide, but let's see how it goes. As the front guys line up, we'll just wait for the rest to line up. Let's go to the back so that we can see when that happens. Yeah, Shaylin on the stream just saying taking the risks there. Yeah, I think some guys have to play the risky game. If you're 16th like Shake sees, you may as well go for a bit of a punt there. Okay, Sean, I'm going to roughly go to about 0 or Top Dog, follow them around. Let me see how this first lap or so unfolds.
Position changes, huh?
You let me know if there's something else on track we need to flick to.
Yeah.
Waiting for the lights. Let's hope there is nothing wrong here. I don't see any lights going on. Yeah, the guys aren't revving up yet either. Shannon is saying we are waiting for the host. Yeah, Sean, where would you like to start? I started on the outside, which is on the right-hand side. Let me go to
I'd say the
0.
same. I started on the inside last night. Fortunately, at the back of the grid, so it was easy enough.
Yeah, the
Made up a
inside
couple
you can
places though.
get so squeezed out there, but there's fair bit of space if the guys behave themselves. I love that outside line because the outside line in the second corner becomes the inside line, so you can actually carry way more speed through the outside there. But it's all about keeping it clean in the first corner, otherwise you will not make it through 27 laps. This is not a track that's forgiving at all with any wind damage, so you've got to keep it clean. No, I think we are still waiting on the host here. Sean, will you check the Discord channel for us so
Yeah.
that we know if there's anything we need to be aware of? In the meantime, everyone can go grab themselves a beer, pour a whiskey, a wine, whatever your choice is, coffee even. We won't judge while we wait for this lobby to start.
And this is one of the drivers that have recently joined, Ron.
Is there
There's
no
nothing
action on the Discord channel? Look, I know we're
no
not on
action.
the Premier Division group, so I can't quite see.
Maybe one of the drivers on the stream. Can you give us a heads up if you know anything we don't?
Tunable saying it's Super D. I think he's hosting the lobby. Anyone's got, but I'm sure D is aware that the lobby isn't quite going, so I'm sure something will be sorted out soon. Just Simps, by the way, as we've seen so many times, he's sitting in his car without a helmet.
Again.
He's something with
I
this
love
boy in
it.
his helmet. It's always his car as well, eh? I'm sure it's not the first time.
He doesn't like it. There we go. Something's up.
Ooh, I've been kicked out of the